ball because he's ready to fire. 1 point, so it's 7 points the difference in favour of Collingwood. 7 goals, 10-52, Collingwood to North Melbourne, 6-9-45 at the 21.5-minute mark of this last quarter.
A point almost as good as a goal at this stage because it's at the right end of the ground for Collingwood. As we see Alan Edwards take a great mark, and Edwards will put the ball right back into the goal square for Collingwood. An opportunity of maybe a quick snap, a kick off the ground, anything you like. Edwards using the drop punt right to the goal line. Dempsey in the front position. A beautiful mark by Gary Dempsey. Dempsey naturally wanting to get the ball moving in a hurry, but there's not much for him to kick to. He goes to the outer side of the ground, looking there for Schimmelbusch. It's Schimmelbusch and Byrne. Byrne leads in the race with the ball. Schimmelbusch over the shoulder, gets it away from Byrne. A hand pass back, intercepted by Ray Shaw. Shaw straightens up, puts a long kick down towards the goal line. A good piece of shepherding by Dempsey. It's up the hands of Sutton towards Dempsey. Taken by Tanner. Tanner puts the left foot kick up towards the back pocket, and Keith Gregg comes right down from the wing to take the mark. Gregg now in the back pocket for North Melbourne. The long kick almost to centre wing, where it's Kevin Morris there. Beaten for it as it's tapped on by Wilson, but Morris gets there first after the recovery. Balks around, one way then the other, then slips over, but taps the ball wide towards Grenade Kink. Kink throws the ball over the top. It goes to Wilson of North Melbourne. He gets a long hand pass towards Malcolm Blight from centre wing now. Malcolm Blight touches the ball on the ground once. The left foot of Blight will be screwed towards centre half forward. No mark taken as it's over the back of the pack. Knocked back by Andrew Ireland. Peter Moore coming in for Collingwood. He's tackled well strongly, but Magro comes in. Takes the ball away from defence for the Collingwood side. Magro's kicked towards centre wing. Dacos in the front position. Has the ball tapped away, but a free kick has gone against Collingwood for hanging on, and will be against Alan Edwards, and Ross Glendenning will take the kick on centre wing.
Glendenning now. Out it goes wide, a chance for Malcolm Blight. He dropped that mark. It bounces back towards Morris. Good play. He's played a great game down there. Picked up by Picken. The ball back towards Edwards and Glendenning. Glendenning with a superlative mark there on that centre wing position. 7 points the difference in favour of Collingwood as Gregg drives the ball up there towards the full forward position. The pack fly. Punched away again by McCormack. Coming back there towards Huppert and Dempsey. Dempsey's got a hand pass to Jarrett. He's grabbed. And the ball coming back out there towards Morris again. He's got the ball and he'll take it away from the danger zone. Over to Billy Picken. Another long hand pass out, and Herbert's got the ball. Collingwood still 7 points in front as the ball goes out towards Kinkanick. Punched on by Kink down there towards the forward pocket. Sutton wins the race to the ball. He tries to get away from Toomey. He's away. He goes for left foot kick around towards the wing position. And flying high is Henshaw, a great mark. North Melbourne not giving up without a fight as the ball goes across to Dempsey at centre field. A hand pass coming over there to Hupperts it is. He goes to kick it off the ground, missed with his left foot, got it with his right. A hand pass from Wilson, back to Henshaw. He gets a touch of the stumbles, back to Dempsey. Up there towards the full forward zone, but a mark taken here again. In defence by Davis. And Collingwood still 7 points in front at the 24.5-minute mark. There's Morris down on the ground. I don't want to lose him now because he's been a real star. The ball out wide to Moore on his own. He's got a paddock to run in here. A long hand pass over there to Byrne out there on the wing position. Going for a bit of a run. A long kick over centre half forward. Edwards and Glendenning going for this one. Glendenning with a great mark, playing a great game at centre half back.
A magnificent player. Hand pulls across to Ramsey. Ramsey gives it to Wick. Back now from Ick to Jarrett to Ramsey again. Ramsey's kick up towards half forward. 3 North Melbourne players there. It's left from Malcolm Blight. Blight going for the long kick. It's crossed towards centre half forward. Brightus up from behind. Couldn't take the mark. It's 3 Collingwood players there as Magro gives it across to Craig Davis. Davis from the back pocket up towards the half-back flank. Moore coming across, and Peter Moore takes a great mark. He plays on straight away. The long kick from Moore gets it right out of the danger zone. It's up towards half forward. Glendenning leading Edwards in the race for the ball. Comes back onto the left foot. Goes for the short pass across the ground to Ramsey. Ramsey will give a hand pass across to Henshaw. Back to Ramsey again. Ramsey's forced to go straight across the ground. He's looking for Keith Gregg. Gregg comes down, gathers the ball in well. Looks for the hand pass, but now straightens up and drives the ball towards centre half forward. In front is McCormack. He's up high in the air, but he's beaten forward by Brightus. Call play on by the umpire, but a free kick has gone the way of Brightus with a tackle being too high. Arnold Brightus plays on straight away, gives it to Jarrett. Jarrett now, the long kick down towards the goal line. McCann up from behind. The Collingwood defence again go to punch and put it wide to Peter Moore. Moore in the Tanner swing. It goes over the boundary line, so we'll see a throw-in take place in the forward pocket for North Melbourne. 52 points Collingwood, 45 points North Melbourne. 7 points the margin 26 and a half minutes have gone of the Escort Championship.
Ball back into play up there towards the full forward position. Magro comes across, couldn't hold the mark. Blight fires, it's a goal! A goal! That's goal number 3. Look at the score. What a game this has turned out to be. 3 points the difference, isn't it? Or 2 points the difference. 1 point. Oh, golly, what a game, Bob.
Oh, what more could you ask for in a grand final, Lou? 16 shots to 17. How more even can you be than with a game like this? It's an absolutely magnificent game of football. The Escort Championship scoreboard, North Melbourne 7-9-51, a 1 point margin to Collingwood 7-10-52. On video replay now, we see it again as Malcolm Blight snaps it up, puts it through to put the difference 1 point.
And it's Dempsey getting the knock as Collingwood try to get the ball clear through Dacos. He's clear, the ball back towards Collingwood's half-forward line. Time running out. The ball punched out again. Over Glendenning's head, a chance for Edwards now. He'll have a snap towards the goals. Toomey and Sutton going for the ball. Punched away by Sutton, it's going towards the point post, and it's through for 1 point. So the Magpies are 2 points in front, approaching the 28-minute mark.
Once again, Lou, almost worth a goal.
See the ball coming back now to play by Sutton, running around his opponent. Toomey goes for a long kick up there towards the centre of the ground. Dempsey at the back, they're all flying. That's a beautiful mark. There to Wilson, he's quickly playing on over to Henshaw. Now North Melbourne to attack. Will the siren go as it goes out there towards Glendenning playing on the forward line. They're trying to give a bit of strength down there. Out it goes again to the wing position. And finally Byrne gets a hurried kick back towards the centre of the ground. Oh, we lost sight of it that time, Henshaw. Edwards is there. Finally still taking the ball on back towards Dempsey again. In goes Hennebury, kicks it off the ground. A child nearly a push in the back. Pushing the back to Herbert. This may be all Collingwood need. 2 points in front. Just on the 29-minute mark. Time running out for North Melbourne as the ball is booted up there by Davis. Toomey and Sutton go for the ball. Over their heads, there's Shaw coming in, a snap for goal. 1 point, so it's 3 points the difference now. 29 minutes gone. Rain starting to pelt down at the moment. This could be the saviour for the Magpies. It shouldn't be a very long quarter because it's been a pretty low scoring one. Barassi on the phone. Ball back into play again. We see Tanner drop the mark, but the umpires paid the free kick. I don't know how much longer this quarter will go as we see Tanner there at centre half back, driving the ball out there towards Malcolm Blight. He's got the mark, he's clear, he boots it well up towards the full forward position. There's Good with the mark. Good's got the mark, he's well within kicking distance.
The siren's gone, Lou. The umpires haven't been able to hear it, but I'm sure the siren has gone.
The siren's gone, the crowd coming onto the ground now. If Good kicks this goal, they've won the match. Oh, what a climax of this 1980 Escort Cup Grand Final. Good's already kicked 3 goals. He's only about 25 to 30 metres out, dead in front. He kicks this, they've won the game. He's put it through and North Melbourne are premiers. North Melbourne have won the match. What a game. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in my life. What a magnificent piece of play on the part of North Melbourne to come back like they did. The final scores, North Melbourne winning the Escort Cup for 1980, the grand final. We'll see that replay again of that mark, and Malcolm Blight got it out there beautifully. There it is, there's the kick well down there as Malcolm Blight takes the mark there at centre field. Malcolm Blight back to his best, and we see Good get that one on the chest, a beautiful lead. And of course we know the result.
Lou, there is no doubt in my mind that the siren had gone well before the ball had been kicked, but the game does not finish until the umpire hears it, and the siren tonight was nowhere near as loud as it normally is. But there's the final score in the Escort Championships. North Melbourne 8-9-57, a 3 point margin over Collingwood 7-12-54, and that's Kerry Good, who kicked 4 goals and the vital goal being carried off the ground.
We'll take these messages back from comment, or more comment, in just a few moments. Yeah. Where was it gone back here? Well, there's 2 of them out there. What's his name, that bloke? What's the chairman of the... Alf, what's the bloke, the president of the manager? Ken, what's he...
That's good.
Yeah.
Good timing.
All right. So let's go down to the president of the Australian Championships, Dr. Aylett, isn't it? It's the president of the Australian Championships. Yeah. Oh, we'll let it go, I reckon. Well, they won it after the game. North Melbourne.
National football, is it?
No, Australian Championship, they call it.
Oh, in Glendenning or Morris.
Oh, I don't care. I'd go Glendenning. I'd go Morris. But not cause an argument.
I think Glendenning's won one, hasn't he?
I hope it sounded all right, did it? You'd be happy with it tonight, Robert, wouldn't you? Final scores in the Escort Cup Grand Final of 1980. We see North Melbourne the victors by 3 points. 8 goals, 9-57 to Collingwood 7-12-54. And there was no doubt about it. The siren had sounded, I think, long before Good had taken the mark. But the rules of the game is that the umpire must hear the siren before he ends the match. And there's no doubt the two umpires didn't hear the siren, or the umpire that was in charge down there and of North Melbourne have won the trophy. And there's the coach, Ron Barassi. Crowd not too happy about it. There's the majority of them are Collingwood supporters. Dr. Aylett now, down there, the president of the Australian Championships, is ready to make the presentation. So it's over to Dr. Aylett now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a night, what a game. A winner for Australian football if ever there was one. On behalf of Australian Football Championships, I would like to thank you, the public, for the support that you have given this series. You, the 50,000 people who came to VFL Park to watch this magnificent performance by both sides. And secondly, you people out there watching all over Australia on television. Once again, on behalf of Australian Football Championships, I would like to thank WD and HO Wills, the sponsor of our company and this series. It has been with their support that we've managed to turn in such a wonderful production over a period of 3 or 4 months. And on their behalf also, I would like to congratulate both teams for getting to the grand final, and not only doing that, but the magnificent way in which they played the game, the magnificent spirit. I would like to congratulate the Australian football champions, the Escort Cup winners for 1980, North Melbourne. And I'd like to call on the captain, Wayne Schimmelbusch, to receive the Escort Cup. I have with me on the stand the Managing Director of WD and HO Wills, Mr. Dean Wills, and it gives me a great deal of pleasure now to present the Escort Cup for season 1980 to to North Melbourne's captain, Mr. Wayne Schimmelbusch.
Just on behalf of the North Melbourne Football Club, and in fact all league clubs, I'd also like to express my thanks for the support that we get from WD and HO Wills. I'd also like to congratulate Collingwood tonight. They were a fantastic opponent and did a great job. And last, I'd like to say to my own players that if we show the same sort of team spirit and endeavour for the remaining of this year, we'll be hard to beat in the big one. Thank you.
Well, there's Wayne Schimmelbusch, and no doubt the North Melbourne players very happy after winning that 1980 Escort Cup Grand Final. Of course, I think the $64,000 would make a difference too. Apparently, the result for both teams would be that the players would share half the prize money for going away trips. And Bob, I've been to a lot of matches, and I reckon that had just as much excitement as any game we've ever seen in our lives. 50-odd thousand people here, and not one person let down. And it was just unbelievable, and the crowd were on their toes, and I just thought that Collingwood had the game won, and we saw Blight get the ball down a good, magnificent pass and a beautiful lead from Good, and of course he kicked the goal, but there was no doubt, Bob, I think, mentioned that we see it in action now. You watch the lead by Good, a beautiful lead, and of course he kicked the goal, but the siren had gone, I think, as Malcolm Blight did.
Well before Blight had kicked the ball, Lou, but I'm sure that the siren did not sound anywhere near as loud as it normally does. Whether or not it didn't work quite as well, it was very, very hard to hear, and that was the reason.
Well, that mistake cost $16,000 to Collingwood.
You're right, Lou, because that was the reason that there was a few people, hooting as it was going on. There were some great players on both sides. Kevin Morris was an absolutely great player for Collingwood. Magro in the back pocket for North Melbourne. I thought that Glenn Denning, Ick did a magnificent job against Renee Kink, Ramsey in the back pocket. But all in all, very good players on both sides. Well, talking about best players, Bob, in tonight's game, the best player receives the 14-inch Canberra Thorn colour television set. Beautiful prize. And the most outstanding game of the series will win a magnificent Mazda 626 from Neil Nielsen of Ferntree Gully, where the highways meet the hills. And that's certainly winning. That these votes are awarded by our commentators, and I think one football writer and a member of the Australian Championship. So we'll take these messages and be back in a few moments for more comments from Bob Skilton.